This graphics card was released in 2019, and at the time, it was used by gamers everywhere because it could handle all games at high settings in 1080p. It was highly recommended a few years ago, and now in 2024, we're going to see how this graphics card performs. Here we have the graphics card. I've had it since it launched, and as you all know, I own many high-end and low-end graphics cards. In this video, I've decided to dedicate some time to this card because you'll be surprised by the performance you can still get from it. It's currently sold for around $100 since it's been out for 5 years, so let's check out how it performs. As you can see in my Nvidia control panel, we've got the 1660 Super, and this is my setup for optimizing this graphics card without overclocking it. Starting with the 3D settings, this is the most important part. Most people probably have the default option selected, but we need to switch it to the third option and set it to performance mode. This allows the games to be optimized automatically, so we'll leave it like this and hit apply. Now, in Manage 3D settings, here's the configuration I use. This setup works very well for me, and I recommend keeping it this way because it optimizes the graphics card so that the changes we make in Fortnite or any other game have a bigger impact. Feel free to pause the video here to check out the full configuration. I'll also show you the rest of the settings, but they're not as important, so I just leave them at default. Alright guys, once we've made these changes, let's head over to Fortnite and check out the FPS we're getting. As you can see, we can easily hit 600 FPS. This doesn't mean you'll always be playing at 600 FPS or that you even need that many, but it helps us see how effective these changes are. For example, if you hit 600 FPS, you can set the game to the highest refresh rate your monitor allows. For instance, if you have a 144Hz monitor and you're getting 200 FPS in Fortnite, you can set the game to 144 FPS and have stable performance with this configuration. I'm clarifying this because some people say things like, why would I need so many FPS? Obviously, these are people who don't have a gaming PC, or they're just haters who don't get the point that if I'm reaching high FPS, it means the method works, and I can improve my FPS to match my monitor's maximum refresh rate. Also, many people ask me, how can you get those FPS if I have the same graphics card and don't reach those numbers? I tell them that it all comes down to optimization. It's not the same to have a graphics card with the latest drivers versus old drivers, or in this case, one that isn't optimized. Cards like the 1660 Super, which we're looking at in this video, need to be optimized to maintain their performance. Also, keep in mind that you need a decent processor for this. If you try this with a processor like an Intel i7 7700K, you might not see much FPS improvement because Fortnite is CPU heavy. And since that's an older processor with 4 cores and 8 threads, you won't get very high FPS. I recommend at least having an AMD Ryzen 5 5600X or an Intel i5 12400. These processors are the minimum you need for this to make sense and for you to see a noticeable FPS boost. If you have a lower end processor, you'll likely only see a 20% performance increase due to the CPU. Alright guys, now that we've cleared all that up, we can wrap up the video. We've achieved a significant improvement for both the graphics card and our PC overall. Remember, you can subscribe to my channel with the notification bell on, leave a comment down below, and hit the like button. Don't forget to use code STAS in the Fortnite item shop, and I'll see you in the next video.